Welcome back to Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. I'm going to do a short video on doing 33-degree winders. And so I've got the first one laid out, so I'll show you the step-by-step process. The biggest job is actually getting everything laid out so you know kind of what the angles are. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, so first step that I did here is I built off the main support, which has the height of 6 13/16. That's so when I put the tread on up here, it'll match the tread down here, and that'll give me the 7 13/16. So now normally when you're laying out stairs, like a regular set of stairs like I've got here, which were just I notched them out of 2x10, then you have to allow for that first step. So you have to, off the bottom step, height rise, you have to take whatever the thickness of your finished stairs are. In this case, I'm actually building the winders. Each of the winders I just build as though they're a separate step. And so this is going to be, like I said, 6 13 and then the inch top. Now what I did, I decided when I was laying out the steps that what I wanted is approximately, get my tape out here. You can see there it's approximately 22 inches to the front. Now I'm putting the stair tread on clear out to this edge here, right over here. That's because the next riser is going to set and run even with this. The front edge will run even with the front of this. So what you get is a riser that sets right over this, the next one up. So it's coming up, going to be up 6 13/16. It'll be setting right on top of this one. So the next thing that I did, because I was laying it out that way, what I did is I measured in, and you may want to adjust these some in your own situation, but I measured in 15 inches. So I went 15 inches out from this side here, and then it's going to be 15 this way. So that middle step is 15 out, 15, and then it's all coming to a point over here. This is the imaginary, or this is the point where everything hits. So you can see this one here is running through right to that point right there. That's the front edge. This is where the edge of the stairs are going to be, because that's the 35 inches, 34 7/8 or so, right to there, to that edge. So everything is done on a box. So just kind of, you can lay it out on the floor. Just measure in from the back corner that 15 inches that way. So that means whatever's left, that's that tread that comes across to this point. And this first one, wherever that 15 inches is to there, same distance going to be as that last step up here, roughly 20 and a half inches, and then go from that that point there all the way, well, I guess it'll be on the front, right to that point. So you can see this point here, as you can see with my, set that on there. So if this is the next riser, let's come down so you can see it. This is the next riser. It's setting right on flush with this one down here, and then it comes right flush to that inside corner right there. That means the nosing is going to come out over onto this stud. So I will I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. So I screwed everything to the wall, that piece, put one in the middle, Screwed this in from the back side in here, so everything's attached. This one's toenailed from behind. So now we are ready to put on the actual stair tread. So you just give me a second. I gotta glue it. Okay, so I put the glue down on that first piece. Set that one in. And now I can screw it down. So what I did is I allowed about an inch and a quarter overhang on each side. So now let me get my screw gun and we'll screw this down. Okay. Hard to do that with one hand. Okay, so what I did is I screwed along the front right down into the riser that's down below. Now the last step is to actually put the last piece on, which I've already cut. Just gotta trim it a bit. Just give me a second. Okay, now I'm going to glue it. As you can see, I also glued the edge. Okay, I'm going to screw that. Get that cleaned up. Sorry. Once that's sanded, we got another step. So I'll bring you back for the next step. Excuse the pun. Okay, we're coming up on the second step here, so I'm going to show you how I laid it out. Now, I'll show you what I did, what I have. This is, so I've done the first step, the first winder. Second winder, gain's fairly straightforward. I cut this piece here, which is roughly 6 and 13/16. My height, finish height, is 7 and 13/16, so it's going to have the 1-inch tread on top of it. And I attached it over here to the wall and came over here on this side. As you can see, this is your vanishing point right here, that corner. So my finished tread will hang out over here, and it will allow, I'm going to tread it all clear over. I'm going to put the tread all the way over to here. That'll allow my last upright, my riser, to run right across here, like I was doing, like I did down here. How this one is right on top of the other. And then all I did is I put the support about halfway, and I did a secondary support here because I'm actually piecing this in. I'm just using some stuff that I'd milled out, so I'm in the process of doing that right now. Hopefully my battery won't go out. I see it's flashing, so let me see if I can get that together. Okay, and I got the first two pieces ready, so I'm going to screw those down. As you can see here, this is hanging out over 1.25 inches. Got an over 1.25 inch overhang. That's what all of my overhangs are. As you can see there, 1.25 inches. So let me screw this down. Alright, so what we have here now, like I said, this is pieced in. This is just a shop. If I was doing something that was in the house, going to be visible and whatnot, I would put this all in one piece, glue it up and cut it out, or put it in a piece of plywood if it's rugs or whatever. But that's winder number 2, so we just have one winder left. That's the one right here, and that's going to match this one down here, so I'll be back. Okay, this is the last step. As you can see, I have anchored everything off the floor joists. We'll go up and have a look. So as regular, the vanishing point is there, 35 inches over, and I am out 15 inches here, give or take. And then what I did is I attached a 2x4 to the wall, screwed that there, and then this 2x6, it's actually a piece of 2x6, 1.5 inches, that's attached right up to the bottom of this double wide plate. Around so you can see that. So you can see that 2x6 right here. So it's screwed up into that double wide 2x8. Now I had to put a little bit of a spacer in here, 1/4 inch spacer, to get the height that I needed, but everything is glued, and so let's get ready and put the stair on it, the tread. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I've already cut this tread, put that in place. A little bit of glue across there, and I'm just about out. Just about out. Take that tread there. And the last piece A little piece over here in the corner. And all out of glue. It's not sitting right. There we go. That you can see I got it in 3 pieces. So I'm going to screw that down and I'll be back. Okay. Other than a little bit of sanding, I think we got it. All right. Move some stuff here so I don't trip. It'd be nice to have steps now. Even had a tread left over. All right, so this is what it looks like. Over here. Oops. So we've got one, 2 steps, and then 1, 2, 3 winders at 33 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 3 more. 1, 2, 3 winders. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 steps. Again, this is what they look like. So hopefully that has helped you kind of understand the process of doing winders. Like I said, the only thing that I would have done differently, what I will do differently, I should say, because I've got to build a set of these in the house eventually, going up to the attic. The only thing I would do differently is I would cut planking that'll cover this whole thing. So this should have been roughly 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet. But as you know, I was making these out of a stump. That all these treads came out of a stump that Power Commission cut a tree down on my property to bring in power, and they left it up out of the ground almost 40 inches. And so I went and cut it down close to the ground, and that's what I milled out. There's a huge stump, as you can see, to get all these treads, and that's how I got these treads for this step. So anyway, that's the 33-degree winders, double set. I appreciate you joining me as always, and if you would, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, you have a great day.